Hey, welcome back to Nomadically Speaking. On today's episode, we're going to be comparing two of Medellin's most popular neighborhoods. That is El Poblado and Laureles. Not only am I reporting on these two neighborhoods, but I have boots on the ground information for you guys. And so if you're looking to move to Medellin or you're just curious, this is definitely the video for you. After the video, the goal is for you to be able to compare the two and see what each has to offer. So let's get into it. So let's start with El Poblado. If you are looking to come to Medellin, you can't go wrong with El Poblado. El Poblado has everything you need as an expat. It essentially is an expat's playground. It's been modeled for a great expat experience. It's very modern, very chic, very urban. You can get a lot of upscale amenities, a lot of upscale apartments, and so it's always the #1 location and destination for an expat. So you hear a lot of guys on YouTube talking about El Poblado. You've probably heard it before. If you've ever heard anything about Medellin, El Poblado has come up. So I say it's a great recommendation. It definitely deserves to be in that top 2. So let's talk about a few other things. So there's an area in El Poblado called Laureles, Parquilletes. And in Parquilletes, it's basically got all the clubbing, you know, all of the eateries, restaurants. I'm talking about top-notch everything. Beautiful people, just a lot to do. So it's definitely a busy area. It kind of liken it to like a Vegas in a lot of ways, where, you know, it's a lot going on. So yeah, so you'll find a lot of expats making their way to El Poblado, and I'm with it. I'm down with it. I think it's a great idea. And so if you are also a social person, you want to be in El Poblado because it offers an amazing nightlife. You got tons of bars, rooftop bars. You got tons of restaurants, so you can pretty much hang out all night and enjoy yourself. And another beautiful component and reason to stay in El Poblado is that you will probably get the most English you're gonna get in Medellin, El Poblado. So if you're coming out there and you don't speak Spanish, bam, you need to be in El Poblado. So don't say I didn't tell you that. That is like a key. Let's talk about another few other things. If you're an outdoors person, you like to jog, walk, guess what? They got a lot of green spaces, a lot of different parks in the area, so you won't go without. So again, let's to kind of recap. You got English, which is important for you guys that don't not speak the language. You got upscale apartments, upscale restaurants, upscale bars, right? So you really don't lose. And another thing, you know, because we're talking about safety in Medellin, another component, because there's a lot of money being generated in El Poblado, there is a heavy police presence there as well. So guess what? One of the most safest locations will be El Poblado when coming to Medellin. So, all right, so we got all of that summed up. I'm gonna tell you something. It's funny because the first time I came to Poblado, the first time I came to Medellin, I also stayed in Poblado. So I'm taking my own advice. And you know, the channel is geared to help you guys stay safe, because what's happening is every few days we're getting reports of expats being harmed. And I'm like the big brother you never had. My goal is to try to keep you safe as possible. Now you're grown, so if something happened to you, it's on you. But you know what? This channel is to help you guys. It's the big bro you never had before you go on your travel, and before you go out here and get yourself caught up because you didn't know, right? So that's just how it happened. So I went out and I did all the field work for you guys around the world, and I'm giving you this advice for free. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's get to Laureles. So Laureles is amazing. Again, I mentioned the further you go away from Poblado, the less English they speak. So you got to know some Spanish. So Laureles it's just equally as nice. It's got all the amenities, all of the upscale places to stay, apartments and restaurants. So you don't miss out as far as luxury goes. Now the biggest difference is it's more of an authentic experience. So you got a lot more authentic Colombian eateries, authentic Colombians. So it's not as touristy. And with that comes a little bit of more relaxation. So if you're a guy like me, you want to work during the week and hang out on the weekend, then you probably want to stay in Laureles. It's equally as safe because it's a very expat friendly area as well. Got a lot of expats in the area, just not as many. And the biggest takeaway from the two is that you got to speak some Spanish when you stay in Laureles. And just another key note, like the further you get away from Laureles, the more Spanish you should be speaking. So again, Poblado is your training wheels, Laureles, El Poblado is your training wheels, and then Laureles is when you pick up enough Spanish to be dangerous. Two of my favorite neighborhoods as well. Even before they were ranked, I had already done my research and found this information. And I also have another video. I'll make sure I link it somewhere so you can check it out, giving you guys a little bit more information on the different neighborhoods. So you can, if you want to look at some other ones, you can check those out. The goal is for me to provide enough information for you to compare the two, whether you're looking to move to Medellin or you're just curious. Either one of those is fine. So thank you for tuning in. So let's wrap up a few other things about the differences between Laureles and Poblado. Laureles, in my humble opinion, is just a more laid back. God damn it. Laureles is just a more laid back version of Poblado, more authentic. And those are just the key takeaways that I give you guys, because those are the things that I realized. Again, boots on the ground experience. I'm able to give that to you because I've been there multiple times. So anyway, let's wrap up the main things, because I know if you're watching this video, it's something that I haven't discussed and that you really want to know about. The price differences between the two is, I'll give it to you like this. Say for instance, you're staying a month in Medellin and you're trying to decide between the two. So if you get a nice, my budget was $2,500 a month, but you get a nice $2,200 a month apartment in Poblado, you're probably getting about 800 square foot, real nice balcony, wraparound balcony, real nice view. That's gonna run you about $2,200 a month, right? So very nice, gym, real nice neighborhood. That same apartment will run you about $1,600 a month in Laureles. So it's about a $400 to $500 swing, give or take, between the two neighborhoods. You have to go pretty far out to get anywhere lower. So if you want to get in like the $1,200 a month, $1,000 a month for a really nice apartment, you got to go further out, and that's no problem. Again, the thing is, you just got to speak more Spanish. So you pick up your Spanish, you'll be able to go further out. It's really not complicated. More Spanish, further out, save some money. So the more Spanish you learn, the more you save. Pretty simple stuff. And think about safety. Laureles and Poblado are two of the safest. Let's take a break here. Poblado and Laureles are two of the safest neighborhoods in Medellin because they're expat, frequented by expats, and there's a lot of money being circulated. So you find a lot more security, more police there. So with that, you also have to still be careful. But again, it's some of the safest neighborhoods in Medellin, two that I recommend to you. Again, my goal is to give you my viewpoints, but you have to do your own due diligence and be safe. So if you agree, make sure you drop a comment. If you disagree, make sure you drop a comment below. Anyway, thank you guys for checking out my video. I'm about to wrap up my run and my walk, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.